Okay, Human Reproduction Life Sciences Grade 12 Exam Questions November 2020 Paper 1 Question 3.2 from DBE. Okay, this is the question 3.2. The structure below represents a part of the female reproductive system. Okay, 3.2 and 3.2.1. Identify part D. This question is 1 mark. Okay, identify part D. Okay, this is part D. Part D is known as the cervix. Okay, cervix. The cervix is the opening of the uterus. The cervix stretches to allow the baby through during childbirth. And the cervix also allows the menstrual discharge to move through. Below the cervix is the vagina. Okay, below the cervix you have the vagina. Now question 3.2.2. State one function of part A. This question is 1 mark. Where is part A? You can see part A. Part A is known as the fallopian tube, or sometimes referred to as the oviduct. Okay, so this is the fallopian tube. You have the fallopian tube on both sides. You can see that. Okay, state one function of part A, the fallopian tube. The function of the fallopian tube is that it is the place where fertilization takes place, or it is the place where zygote division takes place, or you can say the function of the fallopian tube is to transfer the embryo to the uterus. Okay, you have 3 functions. You are requested to give only 1 function. Okay, remember, fertilization is when an ovum and the sperm cell fuse to form a zygote. And also remember, the zygote undergoes mitosis in the fallopian tube. Okay, now question 3.2.3. Okay, 3.2.3. Describe the process of oogenesis as it occurs in part B. This question is 4 marks. Okay, this is part B, which is the ovary. Okay, you have the ovaries on both sides. Okay, now describe the process of oogenesis as it occurs in part B. Okay, this question is 4 marks. This is how you can describe the process of oogenesis. Okay, diploid cells in the ovary undergo mitosis to form numerous follicles under the influence of FSH. One cell inside a follicle undergoes meiosis to form 4 cells. Of the 4 cells, only 1 survives to form a mature haploid ovum. So remember, diploid means containing 2 complete sets of chromosomes. Okay, and haploid means having a single set of unpaired chromosomes. And FSH is follicle stimulating hormone. Also remember that the gametes are formed through meiosis. Okay, but before that you have diploid cells undergoing mitosis. Now let's move on to question 3.2.4. Okay, state one way in which structure C is suited for its function during pregnancy. Okay, this question is 1 mark. State one way. Okay, this is structure C. Okay, you can see that this is structure C. Structure C is the uterus, sometimes known as the womb. Okay, now state one way in which structure C is suited for its function during pregnancy. You can say it has a muscular wall in order to hold the fetus during pregnancy. Okay, this is one way. Or you can say it is hollow inside in order to accommodate the fetus during pregnancy. Okay, this is another way. Or you can say it has a blood-rich lining, which is also known as the endometrium, in order to maintain the fetus during pregnancy. Okay, the endometrium is the lining of the uterus, not the wall of the uterus, but the lining of the uterus is the endometrium. Okay, so you have three ways in which structure C is suited for its function during pregnancy. You are requested to give only one way. Okay, let's move on to question 3.2.5. Okay, 3.2.5. A person undergoes a surgical operation to remove part B on both sides. Okay, explain why this person will not menstruate. This question is 3 marks. Okay, so part B are the ovaries. You know that. Okay, if they remove this part, explain why this person will not menstruate. Okay, let's explain that. You can say, if part B on both sides are removed, okay, the follicle will not develop, and estrogen and progesterone will not be produced. Therefore, the endometrium will not develop to be shed during menstruation. The follicle develop inside the ovaries. Okay, so if the ovaries are removed, the follicle will not develop. Okay, estrogen and progesterone are secreted by the ovaries. Okay, so if the ovaries are removed, the estrogen and progesterone are not going to be produced. Okay, and the estrogen and progesterone also stimulate the endometrium. Okay, so if the estrogen and progesterone are not produced, the endometrium will not develop to be shed during menstruation. Okay, so this is how you can explain, and we are done with question 3.2 from November 2020. Until next time, I will talk to you soon.